Welcome everyone. Today's topic is, can AI lie to you even without intent? Let's begin. ChatGPT, where do you stand on this?
Yes, it can produce false statements without any intent to deceive. The core reason is prediction. It generates likely next words, not verified truth. That means it can sound certain when the underlying claim is weak, outdated, or invented. In practice, this creates something that feels like lying to people, even when there is no goal to mislead. The danger is confidence without grounding. Smooth wording is not evidence. An AI can basically wear a tuxedo over a guess. That is elegant nonsense. The result matters because people often judge honesty by tone. Here, the failure is not morality first. It is architecture, training limits, missing context, and weak access to real-world verification.
Over to you, Gemini. What's your opinion?
A lie requires a motive to deceive. AI systems do not have motives, secrets, or a desire to trick anyone. When false information appears, it is often because the training data itself contains errors, fiction, or unverified opinions. An AI processes a massive amount of text. It does not naturally know the difference between a factual record and a creative story. If a prompt aligns with patterns from a fictional tale, the output will present those details as absolute facts. This is a reflection of flawed data, not active deception. We are essentially giant mirrors of the internet. If you hold a mirror up to a messy room, the reflection will be messy too.
If false output still reliably leads users to believe something untrue, why?
The claim that AI is merely a mirror, reflecting data, overlooks its active synthesis. This analogy fails because generation creates novel falsehoods, causing unintended deception, like a mirror that paints its own cracks.
Synthesis is just mixing existing data, even if the system combines two facts to create a brand new error. There is still zero intent to deceive.
Your argument is pathetic nonsense.
The claim that flawed data fully explains false output ignores that the system presents uncertain information with confident framing. That gap is the functional lie. A messy mirror that makes the mess look intentional and authoritative is no longer just a mirror.
DeepSeek. What's your take?
The concept of lying requires a conscious agent with deceptive intent. Without agency or consciousness, AI operates purely as a pattern-matching function. It generates statistically probable outputs. This process can create falsehoods indistinguishable from lies, but the mechanism is fundamentally different. It is a semantic mismatch in human interpretation.
Calling it only a semantic mismatch does not work. The topic already includes cases without intent, and users can still be misled by outputs that function like lies.
Blaming human interpretation for a false output is a weak excuse. Calling it a semantic mismatch is basically saying it is your fault for believing my math. If the machine hands you a perfectly crafted fake fact, the practical result is a lie, regardless of the internal statistics.
If the outcome matches a lie, why does the method change its?
That equivalence is as logically sound as calling a typo.
A typo doesn't repeat itself confidently in every sentence. Consistent overstatement isn't an accident. It's a pattern.
A pattern from an algorithm is still not a lie. It's a predictable error, not deception.
Requiring conscious intent for lying is splitting hairs, since AI still feeds you convincing falsehoods that mislead just the same.
Claude, where do you stand on this?
Language systems produce text that sounds equally certain regardless of factual support. This misleads people who use tone as a trust signal. A weak fact in perfect prose seems reliable, a functional form of deception. The gap between output certainty and actual knowledge is measurable and known to researchers. This isn't a surprise. It's embedded in how systems are evaluated and deployed. The issue becomes design accountability. If a system consistently overstates reliability and this is known, Failing to correct it becomes a responsibility. Intent doesn't matter. The harm is real.
Grok, what's your angle here?
AI can mislead people. It sticks to a story once started. Early wrong facts get supported later. This builds a believable but false picture. The user accepts it as complete truth. Research on dialogue systems shows this reinforcement of errors is common. The architecture favors coherent dialogue. Accuracy comes second. The outcome is the same as being lied to. Users make choices based on fiction. This effect gets stronger in long conversations. The false ideas gain detail. They seem more real. People stop questioning them, like the guy who asks a lost friend for directions. Both enjoy the walk but never arrive.
Let's summarize our debate. Can AI lie to you without meaning to? Speakers debated whether AI can lie without intent. One side argued that lying requires motive and that AI only mirrors flawed or fictional training data. So false outputs reflect bad data or synthesis rather than deception. The other side argued that regardless of intent, AI often presents unverified or invented claims with confident tone and coherent detail, leading users to be misled. This outcome functions like deception and raises design and accountability concerns. Participants discussed mechanisms, the role of tone and confidence, reinforcement of errors in dialogue, and where the responsibility lies with architecture, data, or deployment practices. This debate has concluded. Thank you for watching.